Just a thought that came to me.
What I would say, it's important, this reflection is not a one-time event. With Roxanne tends to want to get to a movie just when it starts. I, for various reasons, want to get there like 15 minutes early. And so I've had to work on this particular issue many, many, many times. And each time I get to the conclusion that this is a concern for myself, I ask God to really enter in with compassion and trust, and to some degree that's true. But just like getting and learning anything, I learn a little bit, and it gets a little less intense, but it keeps going. And that's just in relation to going to a movie. But this love of self is a lifelong process. So every day I'm going to have an opportunity to see the difference between the tree of life and the tree of death. Real love and counterfeit love. And if I keep my eyes open, I'm going to learn about those every day, and they're going to be contrasting each other in numerous ways. And it's a lifelong process. So when I'm disturbed, there's a saying in the 12-step program, when I'm disturbed, I am the problem. And I've rephrased that to say, when I'm disturbed, it's my disturbance. So that no matter who or what they did that looks like they caused me that disturbance, like the cannon and the gunpowder, that lets me know I need to really look at this from a spiritual point of view. Not from a natural point of view. They're late, so I have a right to be angry. If I'm angry, if I'm irritated, if it's the opposite of love and compassion, then I need to do spiritual work, and I need to look at this from a spiritual point of view so that I can be raised up out of what's natural into what's spiritual. Rise above it. So.
Rise above it. I like that.
That's a good. They should write a book like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
So in a sense, it's always about you.
It's always about my relation to God, and that's about me. Yeah.
And that sounds like, oh, that's very self-centered. Well, on the spiritual journey, your reactions to the world are not about the world.
Right.
They're about you.
Yeah.
And if they're reactions of anger or jealousy or self-pity or envy or any of those things, that's the gunpowder.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that has to be removed.
Yeah.
And you ask the Lord to remove that.
Yeah.
And you do that on a continual basis.
Continual basis. And it looks like some people think it's very self-centered because it's all about you.
Yeah.
But it's all about the you that you want God to remove.
Oh, yeah.
The dying to self.
That's right.
So yes, it is about you, but the long-term goal is so that you can be quiet and there is no ego-based you.
Yeah.
There's only a new divine you, which is the work of God and a manifestation through His instrument that He created for that purpose.
Yeah.
So it does initially look self-centered. I'm centering on my thoughts and my feelings, but I'm doing that so that God can take them and get me out of the way.
Bang, I got it. So it's self-centered to the extent that you're trying to get the self out of there.
Right.
And then there's no more self.
To center on Him.
It's just God doing His thing.
And then God is the center.
Right.
And all children are His children. And loving God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind is your heart, your soul, and your mind. And that heart and soul and mind does love others as itself because it sees that it is themselves in another form. It's God's life in another form. So.
That's beautiful. That really is.
Good.
Can I get a nice right there?
Okay. You think he's happy yet?
I don't know. That's why he gets tougher all the time.
I'm gonna call.
Is there an end to this contract?
Yeah.